Hi, I'm Kpfw from Possession, and you're listening to What's Metal.
Hi, it's Viriakh from Possession, and you're listening to What's Metal.
It's great to meet you guys. The last time that I saw you was actually some time ago, before Corona, in Limerick, actually, in Ireland. Yeah? So it was a longer trip to catch you guys. That was a very special show. Before you go on stage here today, maybe we recap that a little bit. What were your impressions from that special show?
Should I start with this one? Yeah. The whole thing with that show is that, first of all, we did it because Dara from Invictus Production was putting it on for the 20th birthday of his label. And Dara is not just our label boss. He's a brother of us for even before we do the band, you know. That's why we actually asked him to release with Iron Bonnet or stuff. So we went there, and the place was awesome. And the gear we played on were a bit less awesome. It was a bit complicated because we arrived just on time, no sound check, nothing. So it was a bit like tight.
Exactly like we love, actually. Raw, without any fancy stuff, just raw, straight to the point. This is where we are more efficient, I think, as Possession. Yeah.
In terms of stress, we need to be stressed a bit. The more the stressor we are, the better we play.
All right, let's see what we can do today. Maybe we can stress you out a little bit. I'm not sure if I can do that with my questions, though. Whenever I try to introduce someone to Possession, obviously I play them songs, but at the same time I say you will not understand the band if you don't see them live. Is that a statement that you can, sympathize with? Might there be some truth to that?
I definitely think there's a lot of truth to that because. Like the actual lineup of the band, which is the final lineup for us. Like at this point, is the five of us or nothing else, and that balance and chemistry we found with that actual lineup makes it a statement that we would definitely agree on because we're wild on stage because we are wild when the five of us are gathered. You know,
for us, metal is all about violence and aggressivity. So. We don't lie when we go to stage. We are 100% of us, and for us it's just how the metal should be. 100% of violence and aggression and blasphemy and so on. So yeah, but we agreed on the fact that Possession can be a. It seems it's a live band, but we are totally cool with that. It's okay.
It's a statement we heard a lot, like from many people, and many people we trust the opinion from. You know, not just like, even if it's always pleasant to have people telling you nice stuff about what you do, but from people that are really our family tell us that, and therefore, we thought about it, and it's really hard to have your own to give your own judgment on yourself. But if those people said so, then it might be true.
Yeah. So you just said if the five of you come together. You're getting into this kind of like mood or into this kind of like state. Does it happen automatically, or do you need anything else? Some magic?
We don't need some magic, but I don't think like for legal reason I can explain you what kind of magic we kind of use. But I have no problem to at least tell you that. But it's not just that. It's just a use we have to work like that. The magic doesn't make us. We make the magic, the five of us. You know, it's not like without it we don't exist.
Right, you're not playing excessively many live shows, I would say. So how do you pick and choose, or is it like a lack of offers? I mean, excluding obviously the Corona period.
No, we get a pretty decent amount of offers, and we gently deny quite some. At first, when we were all living in the same area, it was just because we picked the right fight for us. We think not out of an arrogant statement and stated, but we pick what we really want to do. Because overplaying, it's not serving a band, in my opinion. You know, you have to, as we say, play a game when it's still funny. For us playing and for people who wants to come see us, always give a taste of not enough. You know, so that's important. And know even more that Viriakh is living abroad. We really pick what we really want to do, and it's always the five of us wants to do it. And if one of us can't do it or wouldn't do it, then we stop. There's no arguments or like whatever else about it. It's the five or nothing.
We're a bonded band. We don't do compromise with that. We're five. If one of them cannot do it, it's okay. We're very bonded. I mean.
So where did you move to?
In Greece, for my wife.
Right, so happy family life there, right? But Greece can be nice, no?
Greece is super cool, yeah, of course. It's a lot of challenge, but yeah.
So the latest release is probably like 3 years ago, right? The Passio Christi, a double thing. So probably our listeners don't know about that thing. Maybe you can explain a little bit what the story was behind that. It's a split double thing on different labels, actually, right?
The lyrical stuff is about all the Stabat Mater, the crucifixion of the Christ, the vision of the Virgin Mary, and so on. Yeah, I don't know how to say more, but yeah, this is it.
This whole thing started because we got the album released, and then we changed the lineup as soon as the album got released, with Vomitor joining us on bass, and finally having Siblis playing the guitar, because he was playing bass at first. And we really wanted to record something new with that lineup, because that lineup worked, as I told you already, is the final one in our eyes, and we really wanted to work on something new. So we naturally did. It was no pressure, whatever. Just with that new energy, that new chemistry, the songs came all together. And because also we said to our friends of Benefiction, also playing tonight, we gave them a word that we would do a split with them, so we took the opportunity to do a split with Benefiction, and we also pick up Spite because
we wanted some split that makes sense. You know, we didn't want to have a random band. We wanted all the stuff to have sense. That's the reason why we spoke with Benefiction, Spite, and we have many in common. So everything makes sense between us. And
because Benefiction are, even from before the band, brothers of us, like old friend from the French-speaking area. And Spite, the man behind Spite, was one of the first one when the band released his first demo in 7-inch that believed in us in America, took tons of copies to spread over there, and asked us to be on a split LP with 6 other bands, if I recall right. To spread the name of Possession, you know. Then we had the chance to meet him at Chaos Descent Festival, because he was playing drums with a Negative playing at the time, and that, yeah, it felt natural, because we only want to work with people we have respect towards.
We want to make sense with what we do, actually. Yeah, that's why.
So is there any new stuff recorded already, or when can we expect new songs?
We are working hard on it for a new album. We want a new album. We are working hard on it. We just take our time. We're not under pressure from any of our label. That's why we're taking our time, but we are working on it. Yeah, for sure.
The Corona time, for as many of other bands, we took time to retreat. We took time to deal with the situation, but also mostly we start writing riffs, start writing patterns, start writing bits and bits of songs, and now we're putting them all together and being way more pickier than we've been so far, because we don't want to repeat ourselves. We do want to do what Possession do with the signature of Possession, but what we did with the split was already leading to a step more. I believe so far that the split is the real Possession to me. All the stuff before that I loved, and obviously, but was a path. Was a path toward what we want to do now. So it's gonna be in that way of writing music. You know, the same way of the last song, Stabat Mater, long, epic, but super extremely violent at the same time. We're heading toward that to our new records. We hope to finish writing at the end of this year and look to recording for next year. But as Viriakh said, no pressure. We don't work under pressure. We work if we have inspiration. That's it.
Okay, great. So the show is called What's Metal? It's typically our last question. Yeah, what do you think is metal? Is there any definition for it, or how would you describe it?
Violence and force.
To me, it's the most evolved and accomplished music in terms of expression of feeling. Of every feeling you can imagine, it's the most accomplished one. That's my vision of things. It's a peak. It's the peak of one way to express the feelings humans being can go through.
With these profound words, I think we can close the interview. Thank you very much.